mind.
Oh, you're talking to the wrong Schroeder brother.
I know.
My little brother, who is much larger than me, which always makes me laugh when I call him my little, because I have my little brother and my little brother.
Yeah.
And my little brother, who's like 5'11", 240 pounds, big Harry Potter fan.
Oh.
And I never
like him already.
I don't talk down. I just have no idea. It's just not a thing. It's not a thing for me. But one thing that I always say, what do I always say? Like what you like, the hell with everybody else if they say anything about it. It's a weird contemptual thing for people to drag down other people's stuff. I don't know how
I think so too.
Got on that tangent. You know, I talk about that because there's things that I love, like coffee. You know, I love a good meal, but I love a good meal, but I can't think of a restaurant or a food on the face of the planet or anywhere in this galaxy that I would wait more than about 15 minutes for. I have no patience for that.
I am the same way. It's not so bad if you get to sit at the bar, maybe have an appetizer and a beverage while you wait. That's okay. I can dig that.
Yeah. Didn't we talk about sitting at the bar? Did we have that discussion?
My bar.
Well, no, but because that's the thing that Meredith and I used to do. I mean, we don't go out to eat at all now for obvious reasons, but we used to go out before we had child. You know, we would have frequent, at least once a week, date night. And I worked in the service industry forever, behind the bar and waiting tables and back in the kitchen, front of the house, back of the house, and the whole thing. So what I started to do was sort of trick the system. You got to end around the system. You don't sit at the bar just to get your drinks and appetizer. You have your whole meal at the bar.
Oh, we often do it at Gunner's Gun Club. I mean, that's actually my favorite place to sit because we have now friended the bartenders. They are now friends of ours that come over.
Yeah. And the reasons for that are many. And some people prefer the traditional, which some people prefer the traditional sit down at a table and do the whole, the older I get, the less patience I have for any of that. And all the layers. It's like a giant bureaucracy to me. It's all the layers. It's the waiting in line. It's the host. It's being seated. It's waiting for your drink. It's appetizer. It's, oh God, I don't have time for all this. If you sit at the bar, you skip all that line. The person that's serving you is standing about 5 feet from you most of the time. Mm-hmm. They're all over it. Your water glass is never empty. Your drink's never empty, all that kind of stuff. And so and generally speaking, I mean, your average bartender is going to have, you know,
the hot sauce right there waiting for you. They don't have to go somewhere to get it.
But they're going to have 5 to 10 to 12. I mean, if it's a huge bar, maybe they'll have 15 to 20 customers. If the bar is that big, there's going to be more than one bartender. But even though they do have that, because everything is more accessible to them, whereas your average server has 4 or 5 or 6 or 8 tables. And it's like a doctor. It's like the attending physician visiting, making the rounds of all their patients. It's like they spend about 15 seconds with them because they don't have enough time to do anything else. And so while we are suffering culturally from a massive decline in the quality of service, mostly across the board at your average restaurant, it goes past that. Even if you have a great server, if it's busy, I mean, they got 4 or 5 or 6 tables and you just can't, you know, it's just a mess and I'm sick of it. And that's coming from someone who worked in that business for a long time. Sit at the bar, have your whole meal there, have a decent conversation. Bartenders are, generally speaking, most of them started out as servers or bussers or something like that. So they get that whole dynamic. They understand how to serve a meal, but no one makes it behind the bar. It's a cutthroat position, and it is a desired position, and no one makes it behind the bar without really refined people skills. And that
exactly.
That not only means knowing how to talk to someone, knowing how to carry on a conversation, but knowing when to leave people the hell alone.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that was fun. That can be a whole episode right there.